Brian English, forum name Hyperbytes, and welcome to Introduction to Wappler Extensions Part 13, where we're going to discuss multi-select drop lists, which is basically the enum data type. So let's have a look, let's get straight into it. But basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be producing a drop list, but that drop list will be a multi-select. It'll be a little bit like Tagify. You'll be able to add multiple tags to that list. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to remove these show hides because they really have no place in this, because we have multiple values here. At best it would be chaotic using them, but in reality is if you leave them there, only the first value selected would actually trigger the show hide, so they really have no benefit at all. And all I'm going to do, it's quite simple, is I'm just going to change this to enum. We don't need these messages anymore, so we'll get rid of those while we're busy. Not a major change, so we'll save that, and now I'll do a restart and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've performed my restart, and let's just now have a look at our module JSON. First thing you'll notice is that this entry, it no longer just shows like a drop list, but it shows a little bit more like a Tagify style input. We still have a drop list there, and we can add items to it. We can also delete items, so I can change that as I want to whatever value that I care for. What we can also do is actually add more than one value in there. So that's effectively a multi-select that we've created. Just quickly show you in the web server console what happens if I fire that up. You can see now that mod action has returned an array R and P. If I go into my JS, I'm just going to add a little bit of extra code in there. Let's say my action for each item. Sorry, getting in the way there. Console log item name plus item. And if I've got the syntax of that right, what we should be able to do now is save that. And now if I fire that up in a browser, again, we see there that we have indeed got item name R and item name P, which shows us that we do have that array there. It has two different values because we've output them as we've iterated through that array. So that's how you use enum values. Say very, very similar to your lists. However, of course, you now have a multi-select version of it, and to handle the output, you must treat it as an array and pick the appropriate entries as required. So thanks for joining me on that one. I'm just going to have a quick look next time. If you look at inputs, you'll probably notice with likes of queries, you have a directory and a sort already created for you. With a page query, you also have limit and can't remember what the other is off the top of my head, sorry about that. I'm just going to be showing you how you can create these yourself automatically within your custom module. So I hope to see you there, and thanks for joining me.